Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well with your health and studies. I'm here again with yet another very interesting explanation from your textbook Honeydew. So, before I start my explanation, I will request you all to open the textbook and take your second lesson, which is the tsunami. Dear students, do you know what is tsunami? Tsunami is a very large and powerful wave. It is caused by earthquakes under the sea. The term tsunami comes from Japanese word which means harbor and wave. Tsunami can suck all the waters out of the harbor before the waves may grow more than 100 feet tall and flattens the whole area which come across it. On Sunday, 26 December 2004, in Indian Ocean, tsunami was caused by an earthquake which was of the magnitude 9.0 to 9.3 on Richter scale. The epicenter was the west coast of northern Sumatra and Indonesia. Due to this massive underwater earthquake series of tsunami wave which grew up to 30 meters high, the tsunami killed an estimate of 2,27,899 people in 14 countries, making one of the deadliest natural disasters recorded in the history. The most affected countries were Sri Lanka, Tamil Nadu, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Thailand. In India itself, more than 6,000 people died due to the tsunami. The lesson shares a few accounts of people who used their wits and fortunately survived it courageously. The lesson begins with a few stories from the Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. The first is of a manager of a cooperative society named Ignatius, who was woken up by his wife because she felt the earthquake. After keeping his television on the floor, he rushed his family out of the house where they saw large waves coming towards them on the beach. Two of his children, who were held hands with their mother's father and brother, were swept away along with their mother. Only two children who stuck with Ignatius were saved. Next is the story of a person who was a policeman in the Nicobar Island named Sanjeev, who managed to save his wife and baby daughter, but upon hearing cries from his guest house cook's wife, he ran into the water which swallowed both of them. Meghna, a 13-year-old girl who swept away by the waves along with her family and 70 other people, managed to stay alive by holding on to a wooden door. She could not be seen by helicopters for 2 days and came to the shore only through a wave. Next is a story of Almas Javed's family. As soon as her father got to know about the tsunami, he took everyone to a safer place. In the process of doing so, Alma's grandfather got hit in the head by something, and when Alma's father tried to save him, they got carried away with the waves. Alma's mother and aunt held on to the leaves of a coconut tree which was uprooted by the giant waves. When Alma's found a wooden log, she climbed on it and managed to save herself. Next is the story of Smith's family from South England, but they have came to Thailand to spend their vacation on a beach resort. Penny and Colin Smith had two daughters, out of which the elder one is a 10-year-old girl named Tilly Smith, who had helped to save the entire family and a lot of other people from the tsunami. Tilly saw the sea rise and the beach getting smaller. She recalled, a lesson from her geography class that illustrated the visuals of the tsunami that hit the Hawaii island in 1946. She got terrified and shouted for everyone to run. Her parents took the children to the third floor of the hotel that survived at least 3 waves of the tsunami. Along with the family, a lot of other people who followed them were saved. At the last part of the lesson, which talks about how animals manage to stay safe, 2 beliefs offer an explanation for the same. The first, that possesses 6th sense and can predict disaster. The second, they have actual or accurate hearing ability that makes them sensitive towards the earth's vibration. Fact states that animals at the Yala National Park in Sri Lanka managed to protect themselves while 60 human lives were taken away by the giant and the strong wave. Only carcasses of 2 water buffaloes were found. One such man in Gala reported that his 2 dogs refused to go for their usual run. So dear students, what we understood from this lesson? We understood, or we have learned today, that we must be brave in front of natural calamities. And we must be attentive in the class like Tilly Smith. That's all my explanation, students. I hope you understood this lesson. We must be attentive in the class like Tilly Smith. That's all my explanation, students. I hope you understood this lesson. Dear students, here is your homework. Give the answers of this 8 questions. Number 1. Where did Ignatius live? How many children could be saved with him? Who was Sanjeev? How old was Meghna? Where did Alma's study? Did Alma's parents survived? Out of the 4 peoples, who couldn't survive? Ignatius, Sanjeev, Meghna, Almas. And the last question is, where was Almas treated? So these are the 8 questions which you have to give the answers to me. And in order to give the answers of the questions which I have asked you, you need to read the lesson thoroughly. That's all, students. Thanks for watching.